This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by a very popular Frank Warren here in Poland. Frank, we've just seen your man Daniel Dubois weigh in. He looked up for it. He started reciting verses from the Bible. Is this the first time you've seen him so amped up, so pumped up ahead of the biggest night of his career?
He is pumped up and he's religious. And listen, we got the big man on our side as well. I'm delighted.
What did you make of them both on the scales?
They both weighed in and their weights today. You know, Usyk is heavy, but I think he's around that weight for the Joshua fight. It's to be expected. He obviously has the ability now. He's not killing or not been killing himself to make cruiserweight for a few years now. He's grown into that weight. But you look at the both of them. You know, you can see Daniel's absolutely cut. But that means nothing, by the way. You know, you don't have to be cut to be fit and see that. I just feel at the end of the day, this is all going to be about tomorrow, who commands the fight from the beginning, and that's what needs to be done.
That's what I was going to ask, but are those early rounds, how crucial are they if Daniel's to have success that he gets on top early?
I don't want him chasing the fight, I don't want him losing rounds. I want him to get out there, get behind his jab, take the centre of the ring, impose himself, do what AJ didn't do. That's what he needs to do.
He's always been a very heavy-handed man, Daniel. How confident are you that if he can land on Alexander Usyk, it might be a good night for him?
Whoever he lands on, if he lands on him, he'll take him out. He's a massive puncher, but he can't rely on a big punch. Otherwise, you wouldn't have three judges there. He's got to be sensible. He's got to use his jab, use his footwork, and his youth that he's got on his side.
You just mentioned youth. That was going to be my next question. I spoke to Don Charles yesterday, and he mentioned the age factor. You know, fighters every now and then they do kind of age very quickly. He hasn't fought for a year since he fought Anthony Joshua. Do you feel like tomorrow might be the case with Alexander?
We will find out, Andy, when that bell goes. I believe in my man. That's why we're here.
Hamzah Sheeraz returning as well, up on the scales, looking as ripped as ever.
He does. I mean, he's a consummate professional, and he's trained really well for this, and he's fighting a Ukrainian, so he's in the lion's den as well. You know, all the crowd are going to be cheering.
Frank, I know you don't look beyond Saturday night, but there's a couple of things which I wanted to throw at you. Alex Krashik did an interview yesterday with Rob where he said that in the background talks have always been ongoing about a potential Fury-Usyk fight. Can you fill us in on your end about those talks?
I believe that the winner of this fight will meet Tyson in a unification match early next year.
Anthony Joshua has also done an interview suggesting that he will fight Deontay Wilder on the same card as Fury-Usyk. Is that the same knowledge as to what you're aware of?
I'm totally unaware of that. I don't think that's happening.
And just final thing, obviously, I'm sure you've been asked numerous times this week. Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith have had a few choice words to say towards you. Obviously, Eddie's called you a small hall promoter. What have you made of any of those comments?
What we're here for today? What we're here for today? Weighing for what?
Big unified heavyweight.
Involving a Queensbury fighter that we brought through the ranks, fighting on various halls. That's what we do. We bring them from the bottom to the top. That's what we do. And have been doing it for more years than those two if you had their ages together. That's what we've been doing. The last thing I need to do is to compare myself to Frank Smith. I'll give Eddie his due. He's obviously for his father and done well, but Frank Smith, do me a favour.
Frank, just final one from me. This is it, the last time that you get to tell everybody why your man Daniel Dubois will overcome Alexander Usyk tomorrow night in Poland. Please look into that camera and tell everybody what to expect.
I believe he'll win the fight because he'll be the better fighter on the night.
Frank, appreciate your time as always. Thank you.